The crossing of the Red Sea is one of the most popular stories of the Bible. It symbolizes the freedom God gave to those that were enslaved by the Egyptians, and it sheds light on the importance of trusting God and solidifying one's faith in Him. The Bible passage begins with numerous trials such as the slavery of the Israelites and the predicaments they faced while escaping the Egyptians. It seemed almost impossible as the Israelites were wedged between the sea and the Egyptian army. Moses led the Israelites and told them to stand firm despite this difficult situation. He continued by stating that the deliverance of the Lord will prevail, and that this is exactly what happened. There are four main points that the story of the Red Sea teaches us.
The first is that God leads our way despite obvious obstacles. Throughout the whole story, Moses and the Israelites faced numerous obstacles. They were being chased by the Egyptian armies and chariots. They were unarmed and outnumbered, and the sea was in their way. But throughout all these obstacles, God led them to safety by clogging the chariots, stopping the Egyptians, and of course, splitting the Red Sea, allowing the Israelites to pass.
The second is to trust God and His Word. At the start of the story, the Israelites began to doubt the Lord because of their seemingly inescapable situation. However, through Moses' leadership and trust in God's Word, they were granted freedom and learned that the power of God is only as strong as the faith of those who believe and trust in Him.
The third is that God will continue to guide us, but asks for our obedience first. The story teaches us that God requires our patience and obedience even if we do not necessarily understand the reasons behind His actions. When Moses stretched out his hands, he never questioned or defied God and simply obeyed. This shows that God will guide us and miracles become possible if we continue to be patient and obedient believers of God.
The fourth and last is that nothing hinders. The story is a rich narrative which offers many insightful messages. It enables us Catholics to deepen our understanding and morals. In addition, it imparts significant symbolism such as the Red Sea disguising itself as an obstacle. Therefore, the passage teaches us that our faith must remain strong as God never gives us battles we cannot endure.
All in all, the crossing of the Red Sea is one of the most important passages in the Old Testament. This story reveals to us the miracle of Christ, in which we see the last greatest act of salvation in the Old Testament. God freed the slaves of Egypt in this story, and it is a constant reminder of the power and grace of God. Not only does this passage tell us about the earliest act of physical salvation, but also reminds us of salvation from our sins that God gives us in our everyday lives through the faith and work of His Son, Jesus.